Buenos días, estudiantes. How are you doing? ¿Cómo están? I hope you guys are doing well. Espero que estén bien. Today is March 27th, 2020, Friday. And let's get to it. Let's look at our objectives for today. Students will be able to learn about the date and practice saying the days of the week, plus the months of the year in Spanish. So today we're going to look at a lesson that's going to teach us um, basically the date. We're going to go over the date. We're going to go over the days of the week and the months of the year in Spanish. What we'll start doing from now on is I'm going to be giving you guys the date like this, as you see here. But underneath, I'm going to write the date in Spanish, and we're going to practice saying the date every day. All right. We're also going to look at a video on Rockalingua. So I made an attachment for Rockalingua. You guys can go there. And there's a song that I'd like you to play. It's only about like 3 minutes. Let's see. No, not even 2 minutes. And it's a song that last trimester really liked. And I know the website is for little kids. I know. But what you're going to find is that you're going to learn a lot of Spanish through them because their philosophy is that you learn through songs and through singing and repetition. So um, when you listen to the song, it's a little catchy, so you might like it. All right. So let's see. It says, do now. How do you say these numbers in Spanish? All right. Numbers 10, number 25, and 100. Let's see if you remember. If you don't remember, you can always load up the video from yesterday, review a little bit if you need to. Okay. But try to do the do now. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Go ahead. Okay, so these numbers in Spanish, ready? The first one right here, 10. This one in the middle, 25, 25. And the last one, because it's by itself, 100. Okay? All right, now the directions are to watch today's lesson. So you should be watching this video first. Then you're going to listen to that Days of the Week song on Rockalingua. As you can see, I already posted the link. So you just have to click there. And for those of you that are doing the optional practices, keep it up. All right. I hope everybody's trying to do at least a couple. When we get to the chapters, when I give you the practice sheets, I might ask you to actually do them, but I'll assign them, so it'll be different. If you're worried about assignments, if I have anything that's going to be due, it's going to be right here where it says upcoming. I will post it with plenty of time so you have a heads up. Okay. Also, be on the lookout because I told you that today I'm going to try to give you the answer key to these practice sheets. So I'm going to upload them a little later today so you can look for those, okay? You can grade your papers or check your papers to see how you're doing. All right, let's get started with the lesson. So I'm going to go over to the lesson. It's these 2 pages today. So let me just fix it real quick so we can see one page at a time. And identifying the days of the week and months of the year. This is preliminary E, the date. All right, la fecha. It says, in this lesson, you will learn the days of the week, months of the year, and how to give the date. Now, let's start off by looking at a calendar to identify the days of the week. Okay, I'm going to go one by one, and we're going to just practice repeating after me. Okay, ready? Now, it says here, before we start, it says in Spanish speaking countries, the week begins with Monday and ends on Sunday. Saturday and Sunday are truly el fin de semana, the end of the week. All right. In Spanish speaking countries, the date is often abbreviated as day, month, year, instead of month, day, year, as we do in the United States. For example, September 23rd, 2012 would be abbreviated as 23/9/12. So usually when you guys are in the classroom, a lot of students notice that I write the date like this, like I write it the way that you would do in Spanish. I just want you guys to know that it's not just Spanish speaking countries. In fact, a lot of countries do it this way. All right. You give the day first, then the month, and then the year. So what I'm going to start doing is, even though you see the date here normally, underneath when I write it in Spanish, I'm going to write it out so we can practice our numbers as well. And it's going to be what you would think of as backwards, but I'm going to start off with the day, then the month, and then the year. Okay, and we'll practice saying it every day, so you can look forward to doing that. Okay. All right, let's go over the days. We're going to start off with Monday. Okay, so lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo. Domingo. All right, let's see if we can say them a little faster. Ready? Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo. Good. All right. Sábado, Saturday, domingo, Sunday. Viernes is Friday, jueves, Thursday, miércoles, Wednesday, martes, Tuesday, and lunes is Monday. It would be a good idea if you want to rewind the video or just go back and practice this again. What you're going to notice is that when we learn the days of the week, these are completely different than what you're used to. When we get to the months of the year, you're going to notice a huge similarity between the way we say our months of the year and how you say them in English. Okay? Let's keep going. To find out and give the day of the week, you say, and this is a mini practice I would like you to have with someone today. All right. So let's say you want to ask what the day is, right? Like what's the date? You ask, ¿Qué día es hoy? Okay. ¿Qué día es hoy? ¿Qué día es hoy? You're literally saying, what day is it today? All right. ¿Qué is what? Día is day. Remember this one? See if you remember what ES is in English. Is. Good. And then hoy is today. All right. So what day is it today? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es lunes. Today is Monday. You're going to notice when we get to the chapters, I'm not going to emphasize it too much now, but you do things in Spanish like you do in English sometimes, especially when it comes to grammar. Notice how they turn the question around. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es. That's turning the question around. For those of you that don't know what that is, you basically take the question and you use some of the words in the question to try to answer the question. All right. So notice how literally it's like you started backwards. Es hoy, hoy es, and then you give the date. All right. We'll come back to that. I would like you to have this conversation with somebody today. And maybe when that person asks you, ¿Qué día es hoy? You, instead of saying lunes, you might want to say Friday in Spanish. All right. Okay. Work with a partner. It says, ¿Qué día es hoy? So same thing. Turn the question around. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es. Go ahead and answer. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es. Good. Hoy es viernes. Okay. ¿Qué día es mañana? Same thing. Turn the question around. Mañana es. Mañana es sábado. Saturday, right? Sábado. Now, this one is asking you, instead of what day, this one's saying, ¿Cuáles son los días de la semana? What are the days of the week? Okay. Now, hopefully, you're going to start to pick up that there's a couple of words that I'm going to keep saying over and over. You're going to see them all the time. Perfect example is this ES, is, and this one right here, DE. DE in Spanish De means of. All right. You're going to see that when we do the date. Okay. Like, for example, if I say the 3rd of March, 3 de marzo. All right. This is one you're going to see a lot. This is another one you're going to see a lot. And it'll help you later on with the grammar. Okay. So, ¿cuáles son los días de la semana? What are the days of the week? See if you can give me a couple of them. All right. See if you can give me at least 2 that you remember. Go ahead. And the days of the week, los días de la semana son lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo. Now I keep saying y domingo, but that's because I'm trying to say and Sunday, all right? Y would be that Y, and then domingo. Okay. Now this is going to be a little easier, all right? It says look at the calendar to identify the months of the year. Take a look at the calendar. See if you notice. What do you notice about the way that we write our months of the year? Do you notice any similarities? So you should have noticed that a lot of them are the spelling is very similar, and the way you pronounce these are pretty similar, and they have like kind of a consistency to them. Like you'll see the pattern. Ready? Before we look at those, though, really quickly, it says no, the days of the week and the months are not capitalized in Spanish. So in conversation, you won't notice that, but in writing, we never capitalize our months or the days of the week. Okay. All right. So you looked at this a little bit. What did you notice any patterns? If you look at them, all right, most of them here at the end in BRE. All right, like December, November. Okay. And then they're very similar to the ones in English. Now, the way they um, they put these, it looks a little out of order, but basically this is January. All right, so let's just start with January. And it goes February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so let's practice them in Spanish. Ready? Here we go. Enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. Okay. Hopefully you notice as we did that, a lot of them are very similar in the way that you say them. Okay. So for example, if I ever say to you, oh, hoy es agosto, even if you don't see it in front of you, you might be able to figure out I'm talking about August because it sounds so similar. Okay. All right. This is another mini conversation I would like you to have with someone today. All right. We can try doing it right now, but I would like you to practice with someone. So it says, instead of ¿qué día es hoy? Right? What day is it? This one says, ¿cuál es la fecha de hoy? ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? What is the date of today? What is today's date? All right. And she answers, hoy es el 10 de septiembre. Today is the 10th of September. Remember I told you you're going to see that a lot? You will. Today is the 10th of September. Hoy es el 10 de septiembre. Okay. Mi cumpleaños, my birthday. Each of you will stand up and give the date of your birthday in Spanish. Listen and keep a record of how many of you were born on the same month. We would have done this in class. What I would like you to do is go tell somebody today your birthday in Spanish. Try to come up with your birthday in Spanish. For example, my birthday is August 4th, and then the year 1989. You're welcome. Now you know how old I am. But it doesn't matter. The whole point is that if you're going to practice your date, all right, remember that the number goes first and then the month, okay? So if mine is August 4th, all right, I'm actually going to start with the number. How do you say 4 in Spanish? Cuatro. So my birthday in Spanish would be cuatro. Then you're going to add that DE, all right, de, cuatro de agosto, all right? Try to see if you can do your birthday. Remember the number. Then you want to add that word de, 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 which means of, and then your month. Okay. Try to see if you can do your birthday. Go. All right. Let's keep going. It says la fecha, por favor. The date, please. Look at these calendars and give the dates. So go ahead and pause this. See if you can do it by yourself, and then I'm gonna go over them. Ready? Go ahead. All right. I know it's a little blurry, but I'm sure you can still make out like what the day is. All right, now this one's the 5th of May. All right, so remember you want to start with the day first. So cinco de mayo. Okay, then we have 14 de febrero, and then we have 31 de octubre. All right, and we just said what? Cinco de mayo. What is Cinco de mayo? Come on, you've heard that before. Yeah, yeah, the Mexican American holiday. That's right. Not holiday, I shouldn't say holiday, but celebration. By the way, you celebrate that a lot more here in the United States than they do in Mexico. They do celebrate it over there, not as big, just so you know. It's still a cool celebration that we do here. Now, what is 14 de febrero? Anybody know? 14 de febrero. What's so special about that date? That's right, it's Valentine's Day. And then 31 de octubre. 31 de octubre. That's Halloween. All right. Important dates. Fechas importantes. Important dates. Give the Spanish. Give the Spanish. Give the Spanish for the following important dates. All right. So you have January 1st, July 4th, February 14th. Again, the number goes first, and then this word de, and then the month. Okay. Go ahead. All right. So I'm going to say these how you probably said them. Ready? Uno de enero. 4 de julio. 14 de febrero. Now notice this little note thing on the side. For the first day of the month, instead of saying uno, what you actually say is first. All right, the word first. Almost like if you were going to say, look at this one, January 1st, right? So instead of saying uno de enero, what you would say is this word right here. Notice how the word is very similar to the word primer. Primer. And primer usually means first. Okay? You see that connection? Ah, all right. So, so instead of saying uno de enero, what you're going to say is primero de enero. All right? Only for this one. So you have primero de enero, 4 de julio, 14 de febrero. All right? Number 5, un día favorito. Work with a partner. Tell the date of your favorite day of the year in Spanish. Your partner will try to guess the importance of that day. So when you do, I want you to make sure you do this conversation over here, okay? And please make sure that you do this conversation over here with someone, all right? You can work with a partner or somebody at home to practice these over here as well. This one is an optional one. I'll leave it to you. If you want to try and do like play like a game with your partner where they try to guess what the day is, go ahead and do it. I think that'd be really cool. But don't worry about it too much. As long as you're doing the other conversations, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. And then the last thing that we have here is connections, the music. The following are words for a song that is sung in Spain for a fiesta that takes place on July 7th. Sing the song with your classmates. You want to sing the song? No, no, no. I've never sang the song. I don't even know how it goes. Maybe you guys can ask Mr. Pratt because I know what they're saying, but I don't know how the melody goes. So instead, you're not going to get away from the music and the singing. So you're going to go. That's why I have you guys watch this song on Rockalengua. Okay. So at least we have that musical piece. You can practice the days of the week. Okay. And didn't put too much emphasis on the months of the year because they're very, very similar to how you say them in English. All right. Like if I told you on a test and I wrote this like just this word marzo, you should be able to figure out like if I told you what's the date, you should be able to figure out it's March. All right. The only one I see you having an issue with it's probably January, but all the other ones look almost identical to the English version. All right. So you have those things to do. All right. You have this video to watch. Um, you have this one to watch and sing along to. It's kind of catchy. I'm letting you know. It does get catchy. And then you have the practice one. All right. Um, this is the practice one for today. So go ahead and do this one too. As you can see, it's going to start to get kind of long. All right. But again, don't have to do, I'm not grading or collecting these, but if you decide that you're doing these, that's fine too. All right. That's good stuff. All right. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Okay. And today's Tiger Spirit Week. Um, Before I finish the video, actually, let's do the date. Ready? So, if it's the third, no, it's not the third, the 27th of March, 2020. What am I going to start with first? The number or the month? That's right, the number. So, ready? Hopefully, my spelling is good. 27. And this is one of those that I have to put as one word, okay? Once we get past 30, that's when we do the and. But right now it's just 27. Here's our famous of, de, all right? Now, how do you say March in Spanish? We just went over these. See if you can go back and tell me what March is in Spanish. Go. All right, marzo. 27 de marzo. Año. I got to figure out a way to add that año. Año means year. I got to fix the little... Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can fix it. Hey, come on. Well, it won't let me change it now, but whatever. I'll change it later. So it's supposed to have the little squiggly over the end so that it says year. All right. 27 de marzo, año 2020. All right. And yes, I wrote it out. Año means year. 2000 means 2000. All right. Here's the word two. And then mil is thousand. You might have noticed this word in the Colombian money. And then 20. All right. So we have 27th of March, year 2020. Okay. Every day we're going to do that and we're going to practice saying it. All right. You know what to do. Hope you guys have a great weekend and today's Spirit Week. So, or Tiger Day. So, um, good luck with the vocabulary jam. Teachers are probably going to win. Don't start crying. All right. Don't get upset. And good luck. All right. Have a great day, guys. Hasta luego and have a great weekend. Ciao.